Shalom, back with part 4. Let's continue with the video, then we'll get back to some more scripture.
Individuals that were beheaded for not taking this thing. Anyway, let's move on.
All money is to be in those chips.
There you go.
Right? There'll be no more cash. And this is getting me straight from Rockefeller.
There will be no more cash. You people can't see that? Where we're heading to where cash is being obsolete, becoming obsolete. One day we're going to wake up and cash is no more going to be used. It's going to be a thing of the past. Okay, cash. Everything is heading to electronic. You know, I myself, I barely use cash. I have a debit card. I use the debit card. Electronic. Everything is moving there.
This they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime.
Let me bring it back and play it again in its entirety. And I'm not going to interrupt. Just bring it all the way back. Because I want you to hear this.
It's called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is getting me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they see you owe so much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally. Total control. Total control.
Did you hear him? Total control. That's why. Let's go to the prophecy. Revelation 13 and 16.
All right, and before we do, continuing on here with the video by Elder Kabar. Again, people, one day you're going to wake up and you're not going to be able to, get cash out of the ATM. In other words, everything is all digital. So basically what they're doing is that because most of us use a debit card, all right? They're going to steal your money because you're not going to be able to get to it unless what? Unless you bow down to the system, unless you go get chipped. Then supposedly your money is available to you. Do you people see it? Do you people get it? Do you understand that? All right, that one day you're going to wake up and what you believe to be your money, your funds, all right, you're not going to be able to get to them. You're not going to be able then to pay your rent, pay your mortgage, pay your bills, okay? You're not going to be able to do anything unless you what? Unless you bow down and go get that mark of the beast. Do you understand that? Is that clear enough for you? All right? The elder just told you that, all right? That one day you're going to wake up and you're not going to be able to get to your money. You understand? All right, let's continue with the video. All right?
And remember, the scripture said about Esau, which can never have enough. Esau can never have enough. Now, Zabak, you mentioned about the license plate, and that's the mark of the beast. Man, listen. Yeah, the license plate, they can track you, but the license plate doesn't afford them total control. But if they put a chip inside of you, that affords them total control. Come on, Zabak. Anyway, what was I getting here? Yeah, Revelation 13:16. Let's bring in this. They're doing this for total control. They want total control. Remember, the scripture says this devil, which can never have enough. This devil has control through the different contracts, like the birth certificate. I've done videos on this. Elder Pastor has done videos on this. We've all done videos on this at the Great Millstone. The birth certificate, the different licenses, which the word license, L-I-C, from the word license means to entrap, to trap. So yeah, They get control from that. But now they want total control. You just heard Alex Jones say it, total control. And the chip can give him that. The chip can give them total control. Because they have a God complex. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Why? For total control. You get total control through this RFID chip. Because it can not only can it track you, all the finances will be on that chip. So if you get out of order in their New World Order, they can just turn off your chip. Total control. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. There you go, total control. And I'm going to play that again. All right? Let's bring it back a little more. Very important for you to hear this.
And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they see you owe too much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally. Total control. Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything.
You can't buy or sell save he that had the mark. What don't these guys get about that? What don't they understand about that? Here's a man that was offered an opportunity to join one of the premier secret society group called the CFR. Here's a man who was offered to join that group who turned it down and later was pretty much killed, right? Here's a man revealing it to you, pursuant to Psalm 64, where the Lord said he would cause their own tongue to fall upon themselves. I mean, what more do you need? Now, at this point, those of you that don't get it, you want to be ignorant? Well, let me bring in the scripture. You want to be ignorant? Stay ignorant. Okay? 1 Corinthians 14 and 38. You want to be ignorant? You want to be an ignorant moron? Remain an ignorant moron. That just means Yahweh Shem Yahshua ain't dealing with you. That's all that means. 1 Corinthians 14 and 38. But if any, and the Apostle Paul, you know he had a straight face when he said this, because he said it to the Israelites in Corinth. And I always say this: of all the churches the Apostle Paul dealt with, the most stubborn-headed, thick-headed, mule-headed church was the Church of Corinth. That's why the Church of Corinth had the longest letter. Okay, 1 Corinthians 14 and 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. There you go. So if Sabak wants to be ignorant, remain ignorant, my friend. Okay, and the followers that follow him, you want to be ignorant? Remain ignorant. You want to believe that the mark of the beast is sleeping with white women? Hey, have at it. Have at it.
Control the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do.
Everything is in there. You know?
Everything.
So they want a one-world
Everything is in there, in the chip. There you go.
government, controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people, and you become a slave. I met Rockefeller to...
So that's it. All right, so at that point, I'll let it go. Hopefully you were edified. It's on to the next video.
All right, so let's get back to some scripture. Give me a minute. All right, let's show you that everyone was deceived that bowed down to this image. Well, first let's go to Revelations 13. All right, back to Revelations 13. Okay, and 16. All right. All right, so he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, right? And you're bonded, your birth certificate, all right? It starts there with that, all right? And then, of course, your driver's license, Social Security, all right? So free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, right? The RFID microchip, ID 2020, whatever, all right? Or the name of the beast, right? Or the number of his name. Now here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. See that? A man, not some guy, in a red suit, okay, with two horns, a tail, and a pitchfork. You understand? Man, the international banking family, your cabal, your shadow government, all right? Everything that you see in front of you, your government, your world leaders, your prime ministers and presidents, they're nothing but puppets. You understand? Placed in front of you, all right, to do their dirty work, all right, to the international banking families, all right, your Rothschild, Oppenheimers, Rockefellers, etc., 13 families in all. Anyway, and his number is 603 score, 666. You understand? Now let's show you that these people were all deceived. Give me a minute. All right, this is Revelations 19 and 20, and we'll have a precept to further show you that they were all deceived, all right? And the beast was taken, all right, by Yahushua and the angels when they break through those clouds, all right? And with him, the false prophet, all right? That's all these man-made religious ideologies, starting with the Pope, his cardinals, his bishops, his priests, and all these denomination churches, Baptist, Calvinism, Protestant, whatever. It doesn't matter, all right? Nation of Islam, all of it, all right? All these false religious ideologies, man-made religious ideologies, all right? So that brought miracles before him, which he deceived them that had received the mark. You see that? Deceived them which had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship the image. You see, they were all deceived. These were cast alive into that lake of fire burning with brimstone. That lake of fire is created by the ICBMs, all right? That nuclear fire, and of course, the concentrated laser fire from the chariot, all right? Let's give you one more here, all right? All right, this is Revelations 20 and 10, all right? And the devil, and again, we're not talking about somebody in a red suit with two horns, a tail and a pitchfork. No, you're talking about Esau, Edom, the white man. And basically, it's the international banking families that deceived them, that was cast into the lake of fire. You see that? That deceived them. They were deceived, all right? And cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Now, let me show you what's going to happen to all of you that bow down to this image of the beast and its system, all right? Let's show you that. Let's go to Revelations 14 and 10, right to the point, all right, to close out. All right, this is for all those that bow down to the image, all right, and take the mark of the beast. All right? This is what's going to happen to them. And this is going to happen to 2/3 of Israelites if they don't die in the famines, or they don't die in the concentration camps, by firing squad or the guillotine, whatever. All right? Get beheaded. This is what's going to happen to all those that bow down. All right? Eventually, because we're living in the time of judgment. So you're going to get your judgment. All right? Whatever the Lord has set up for you to be your lot. All right, so the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the God power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which means righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. That's that nuclear fire from the ICBMs, all right, and that concentrated laser fire from the chariot, in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, Yahushua. And that will be your end. That will be your lot. If you bow down to these people, all right, worship their image, worship them, and worshiping the system, and take the mark. You understand? All right, people, I'm out. I'm out to the next one. Shalom.